What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas has said this about Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua, their rematch they had December 8th, and he said that weight did not play a part in the defeat of Andy Ruiz. He says that Andy Ruiz, first of all, backstory, guys. If you guys didn't know, Andy Ruiz wanted help from Teddy Atlas, which, of course, is an old school trainer, trained by Custom Model himself. So he's trained to train. Okay, a former fighter himself. I think Teddy Atlas's temper was too immense to really be a successful fighter. He's a better trainer because he can pour, aggressively pour intel into his fighters, right? But Andy Ruiz wanted that. He wanted someone, I guess he felt someone hardcore like that, like a Mickey style guy, an old school trainer like Teddy Atlas. And Teddy Atlas said, hey, you're going to have to sit down with me. I have to do some evaluation, a couple weeks on your dime, on your time. Okay? I'm not in this for money. That's not why I do it. I do it for the love of the sport. I want you to win. I don't want to just get your money and I accomplish nothing. That would be hell to me. You know what I mean? That would be torture and bad on his reputation to a person like Teddy Atlas. Okay. Now, we're looking at that. Andy Ruiz heard what he had to say. Since then, he hasn't really came and really said anything more. I guess he didn't like what Teddy Atlas has to say, and I don't think he would like this. But this is what Teddy has said. That weight didn't even play a factor. What played a serious factor in that was his drive and his inability to cut off the ring. He said that Joseph Parker had the similar thing because he was able to move like Anthony Joshua. Joseph Parker, in fact, ironically gave him more opportunities than Anthony Joshua did in the second fight. Now, reasonably so. To be fair, Anthony Joshua was a no-nonsense fighter in that fight. He was going to go out there and win round by round by boxing the fighter that did not like to box. Andy Ruiz likes to trade. Andy Ruiz's attributes, he has fast hands and a good chin. Why wouldn't he like to trade? Okay? That's basically what we have. We have a guy that thought that Anthony Joshua would fight a certain way, and when he found out that he couldn't, he did not adjust. That's what Teddy Atlas is saying. Also, Teddy Atlas brought up the food thing. I've already did a video about, his food and how he thought it was an addiction to Andy Ruiz. And food can be an addiction, people. There is shit in food. Pardon my French. Stuff in food that causes you to become more addicted to it. Like candies, certain chips, junk food. That stuff's addictive, highly addictive. You know what I mean? So you'll keep eating it. Before you know it, man, I ate a whole bag of chips. Those things are happening. So Andy Ruiz, yes, he has a problem with eating. So he has to change his diet. He has an eating disorder, no doubt. Based on what he should do, based on what he needed to do, on what he did. He knew this was the biggest fight of his life. Because everybody can call him a paper champion, a fluke at this point. Because what did he do when he lost? But it was all because he had the inability. He could not put down the drumstick. And he partially knows that. Andy Ruiz knows that. I just ate everything inside. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, Manny, for letting you guys down. I just partied too much. I just drank. Why do you think he did that? You can call it motivation, demotivation. I get that. But at the end of the day, what did the first thing he said he did? I ate everything in sight. That's basically what his problem was right there. So Teddy Atlas was dead on. He's seen that from the outside. In fact, he's a fat pig. That's what Teddy Atlas said. But here's the thing. Like Deontay Wilder said, you cut the fucking ring off. And he should have done that. And I don't know why he didn't do that. You could blame it on weight. Again, like Teddy Atlas said, it's a good excuse, but no, that's not the reason. His game plan was off. His inability to change up the style or to adjust to the style that the fighter decided to box instead of fighting. Joshua started to fight fire with fire, and he got hurt. He drew first blood. He knocked down Andy Ruiz first, but that cost him the fight because he started throwing punches he didn't need to be throwing to leave openings open for Andy Ruiz to exploit. Okay, and that's what happened. Now, will Andy Ruiz get his eating underway? That's the question. Will he go to someone like Teddy Atlas? Maybe not. Teddy Atlas is just too real. Look at what he just said. You know, a lot of people go with that narrative, and then what happens if all he had to do is lose weight and to be in shape? All he needed was a strength and conditioning coach that he was going to, successfully and obediently follow. Okay, but that wasn't the case. He didn't land the shots. He didn't even hurt Anthony Joshua in that fight. Again, Joshua was going in there to box him. That's it. And that's what he did. He wasn't going in there to be fancy. He's coming in there to win, and that's what he went in there to do. And it was Andy Ruiz's job to stop him. Not allow that guy to take back the belts that he recently gave you. He let you hold him at first. Okay? And that's what we have. Teddy Atlas, I think, is just saying what he sees. He has no reason to lie. It ain't for money or anything like that. He doesn't have vested interest in this one way or the other. But on the flip side, I think that Andy Ruiz needs to fight his own inner demons, and I know that's hard to do at times. So, let's hope he makes the right decision. But you guys tell me what you think about Teddy Atlas's comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.